Long-time flyweight staple and former champion Deiveson Figueiredo. Outstanding finisher. He can knock you out. He can submit you. The cardio has really started to catch up with the skill set, and fans are always excited to see this man compete.
Always excited. I mean, he's one of those small guys that when we watch him walk to the octagon, you feel like something explosive can happen. And on many occasions, that's exactly what does happen. But for Figueiredo to win tonight, he has got to be more willing to accept whatever comes to him in the fight. He cannot chase the knockout. He has got to be ready to defend takedowns. He's got to be ready to box. He's got to be ready to grapple if he wants to win again and head back towards the championship.
But man, is he an absolute delight to sit down and talk to and to watch compete. And you can argue that were it not for the presence of one Deiveson Figueiredo, this UFC flyweight division would cease to exist. Big spot for the former champion tonight. This guy's got some hands on him, DC, and sometimes he takes issue when we call him a boxer because he is an MMA fighter and a well-rounded one at that. But it's hard not to lead the dance and lead the walk with the boxing skills that really are off the charts.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So he can be mad, but I would be happy to be called a boxer if I possessed that set of skills. If I had the ability to fix the target as well as he does. When he's most comfortable, when he's flowing, when the head is moving, when it's never on the center line, when he's landing body shots, when he's following that left body shot with that beautiful left hook, that's when he is most dangerous. It's a guy that for all that he can do in the octagon, at the end of the day, he was a boxer first and a fantastic boxer at that when he stepped into the UFC.
And don't sell yourself short there.
I'm trying, but I'm not this guy.
All right, now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight scrap. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffalo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world, Deiveson Figueiredo! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Song Yadong!
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here's the longtime Team Alpha male rep, Song Yadong. He has accrued a wealth of UFC experience, and as this round gets underway, he believes there are going to be some openings here on the feet. He said, I'm not going to force anything in transition, but he believes that there's going to be a knockout here and that the judges' scorecards will not be needed at the end of this contest.
Nice defense. He got his hands up and he blocked it.
Getting the hands going here early.
As the fight goes on, you'll see Figueiredo pick it up a little bit as he starts to feel more comfortable. Try to get the big shots off. Everything he throws with absolute power. From his punches to his kicks, just power in everything he does.
All right, so this boxer told us he has done nothing but defend takedowns over the last 8 weeks, and he's able to stuff the first shot tonight.
Damn, I was smirking. I was smirking in the fighter meeting like, okay, this guy's just talking. But nope, he goes out there and he does exactly what he said he was going to do. This has to be a massive boost to his confidence as this fight goes forward.
Oh, nice jab by Yadong.
Oh, big elbow.
Frantic pace early on to this one. All right, early round action here and a nice leg kick. You don't see a lot of those in the squared circle, DC.
Well, and when you're predominantly a boxer, you don't expect many kicks. You have a wider stance. So that opens up the kick, and we see the balanced fighter going to that, knowing that that was an advantage that he has in this fight.
Well, Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down with your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar time. He's got to try to finish here.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Oh, nice hook there by Yadong. Wow, what a head kick.
He throws all of himself into that kick.
Let's go, use your hands. Come on, keep it moving.
Nice punch to the head.
37 total strikes have now landed for Deiveson Figueiredo. Oh, well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now. But if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse. Big knee lands to the body.
Oh, how many knees can one man take? Under 2 minutes now to go round one. Wow, huge head kick.
Ooh, what a punch.
Man, look how quickly he gets that foot to the target. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Leg kick is there.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws, mixing it up beautifully.
And he connects there. So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground. All right, so he's setting up for submission here.
That is tight.
Elbow landed now from the bottom by Yadong. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Yadong getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up.
He passes the half.
All right, has the guard closed here. Figueiredo's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Final seconds of round one. 5 minutes in the books.
Everything is going exactly like we planned. He cannot handle the striking. Listen to me. You're going to learn that right this round. Just keep.
All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's go.
All right, round two. All right, here we go with our next round, and we'll see if he can pick up where he left off. Really, every time he threw in that previous round, he was able to win.
I mean, it looked like his opponent was just a stationary target. Every time he decided to go, he was able to land. It was truly, truly amazing to watch someone have that level of success in such a high-level mixed martial arts competition.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Body shot there. Takedown defense holds up. Big elbow there, lands. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight, but we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. There you go. There you go. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Oh, that guillotine is officially tight. You gotta be kidding me, he's out. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight. Leg kick.
Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job. Ooh, big shot lands.
He's got that single collar.
Doing a real nice job with these leg kicks, trying to slow his opponent down, and largely succeeding. Yadong's eye now closing up.
Nice single.
Side control now. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Figueiredo's back in side control.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Yadong. We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Oh, he's got that arm tight now.
Starting to get it in there deep.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You gotta make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Figueiredo's got the full mount.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, pinpoint strike lands there and not going to help the swelling upstairs.
I love this accuracy, this ability to get his shots to the target right away. And you see it in the swelling that is forming on his opponent's face.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Yadong's in half guard. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. Oh, nice kick.
Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had an advantage, where he has an ability to separate himself from his opponent. He's done exactly that, and it's showing in his opponent's face with all that swelling.
All right, take a seat, bud. Relax, breathe, slow it down. Slow the heart rate down. You with me? Okay, listen. I need you to stay relaxed.
Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Ready, fight. Ready.
Third round underway. Figueiredo gets caught with that punch. Big power shot there. Nice handiwork by him there as he lands yet another punch.
He does not take time to admire his work. He just goes right back to work.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but there's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Man, his body not looking too good right now. It's not quite Dominic Reyes against Jan Blachowicz, but these body strikes really starting to add up.
They're starting to pay dividends. You know, he spoke to us about this earlier in the week, how he was going to eat this guy up from bottom to top. He was going to go in reverse. That is exactly what he has done.
Big double leg, level change.
Yadong getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Arm is very tight.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Close guard. Good work from the top here by Figueiredo. Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek. Figueiredo's in half guard. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, he's got his back. Rear naked choke. Oh, he's in trouble.
This has got to be the end.
Oh, an even better job to escape.
Creativity getting to that submission, but also creative defense in order to survive that submission.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing. Nice transition. He's got him flat on his back.
Oh, man, beautiful job to target that already compromised spot. It's getting worse by the minute.
Fight back! Fight back!
Figueiredo's in half guard now.
Oh, right into mount.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Oh, nice.
Continuing to work out of the half guard. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Oh, this is getting kind of hard to watch, right? He targets the cut and lands a strike right on it. All right, feet on the hips here. One minute. Figueiredo's back in full guard. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now.
Nice block.
And they separate after exiting the clinch. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Oh, misses with the jab. Final seconds of round 3. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Figueiredo gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Looking to establish the jab here, nicely done by Figueiredo.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one is.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
That was nice.
Figueiredo's back in full mount. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. The cut men on both sides have done an outstanding job keeping these guys in this fight.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Setting up a sub here. Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish armbars.
Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
Figueiredo's in half guard.
There it is. Now he's running them out.
Yadong's tough as it gets, but that eye is downright nasty at this point in time, and you've got to wonder, given all the swelling, if that might even be a fractured orbital. Not good for Lim. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, he's got his back now.
Nice transition.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Figueiredo's taking aim at that cut right now, and they might even have to call in a ring. Our referee's going to step in here. That eye is essentially shut, and if the doctor is brought in, and he's walking up those stairs right now, this very well could be the end of the fight.
It just happened very fast. It looked like it was a little swollen, then a few more shots, and bam, it just blew up. He's really bad off right now.
The fighter trying to state his case to stay in the fight. It looks as though the doctor's going to allow him to continue, at least for now.
Yeah, but he's got to make some adjustments. He's got to keep his hands up, and he's got to keep his head off the center line.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor...
Oh!
That'll do it!
Goodness.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. And here we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 19 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Deiveson Figueiredo!
All right, well, crazy that a man who weighs 125 pounds can pack that type of power, but it is Figueiredo by knockout.
We have seen him do it time and time again. We've seen him in championship performances knock people